everyone, welcome to J-Hook Crochet. I am Reggie and this is Yarniversity. Good to see you all here. Hey, Kate, Catherine, Alice, Debbie, Hannah, Chris, and Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you here. Hello to Missy. Hello to everyone in the chat. I saw Carrie before as well. Good to see you here. I'm very happy that you could join me. I am starting a little bit late because we were experiencing a bit of a technical problem, but it was fixed thanks to my husband. Thank you. Yeah, so now we are here. Sunday, Yarniversity. Hello everyone. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up when you walk in the door. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. And yeah, hi everyone. Hello. Very glad to see you all coming in. Sorry, whenever I experience some technical difficulties before the live actually begins, it totally like throws me off my track, and you know, I am unable to do my regular speech, and it takes me a few minutes to remember how it goes. But thanks for joining today. If you're new here, hi, I'm Reggie. I live in Germany. This is my channel, J-Hook Crochet, and every Sunday I host a live class on a different yarn or crochet related subject, and this is why we're here today. It's called Yarniversity. If you're watching us live, join us in the chat, let us know you're here, say hello, tell us where you're from, and if you are watching this on replay, thank you for watching on replay, but please acknowledge the fact that you are watching a replay of a live show, meaning if one of the parts is too much of chatter for you, you can always skip ahead. But yeah, this is a live show, so I will be reacting to people's writing in the chat, and there will be quite a few chit-chats in between, so you know, if you're watching the replay, you can always skip ahead. If you're watching us live, you can always shut it up. And if at any point you just want to learn about today's topic and not hear me talk about it, then you can just go directly to my blog. The link is in the description box below and read all about it there. You love the dress in the background. Thank you very much. Okay, Catherine, have a nice dinner. I'm sure you will join us after, as always. Thank you. It's one of my favorite pullovers, actually. There is no video tutorial for this dress. It's also a lot of work, so there probably won't be a video tutorial, but there will be a written pattern. It's currently in testing. Should be ending next week, the testing, and then we shall see. Hi Kat, hi Jess, hello to everyone. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up when you walk in the door. You know, feel free to share, let your friends know that we are here, that we are live. So yeah, the first half an hour of the Yarniversity is normally dedicated to me talking about different things that happened along the last week, you know, things that have to do with the channel, with my business, with crochet, and so on. So, I have sold out of mystery bags, put on more mystery bags, sold out of those, and just before I came live here today, I stocked the Etsy shop with another wave of mystery bags. But as you can see, the yarn shelves are getting emptier and emptier, getting ready for the big move. Some of the yarn is being packed into boxes that are shipped to my new place, and some of the yarn is being packed into mystery bags and sold on the Etsy shop. So if you were waiting on bags or you went on the Etsy listing, it was already sold out because they sell out very quickly. So I just stocked it, the listing before I came on here. So there should be a few of them on there now. Hi Ashley, good to see you. Hello Catherine, welcome in. Oh, you're making ratatouille, that sounds good. yeah, so that has been stocked on the Etsy shop. Also on the Etsy shop is the listing for my yarn club, the Wacky Holiday Yarn Club. The April listing is already up. Some of it is already sold. I'm not sure how many units are left as to the beginning of this live because I forgot to check. But thank you very much for everyone who already purchased. There are quite a few regulars already that snag their boxes as soon as the listing goes live. So I'm very, very happy to see that you guys are enjoying the yarn club and loving your boxes every month. The April yarn, however, does have wool content in there, so if you guys are wary of that kind of stuff, it is superwash, but it is wool. So I'm just letting you guys know, for those of you who don't like to get mystery box because they have wool in them, the April edition will have wool in it, but the yarn is absolutely gorgeous. I so enjoyed working with it to develop the pattern for the April box, and the extras this month are, I don't know, like every month when I'm working on that box I say that, I know, but really, like, the April box is beautiful. Yes, Alice, thank you for purchasing a mystery bag. I'm sure it will take a while to get to you. Hi Dee, hello. Hi Irene, thank you for joining in. And Lacey, did I say hello to you? Hi. When I'm in my new place, I will update my address, and whoever wants to, send me stuff can. But right now, my German PO box is still active until the end of June. At the end of June, it will be canceled. So if anyone wanted to send anything, don't send anything after June, okay? Or no, don't send anything after May because it will take a while to get here. Lacey said, did you even question whether or not I would be a regular? You're a sucker for mystery yarn. Yes, I'm just glad you guys are all enjoying it, and I got some really good reviews on it from people who posted reviews on the Etsy shop, so I'm really happy. Kathleen said she finished her work naked beret. Yes. I'm looking forward to pictures of that. Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Judy. Welcome in. You received your parcel. Yes, wonderful. I'm happy. It arrived. And enjoy. I hope you liked your winning from the advent calendar that I put in there, along with your winning from the live. Hi Lashira, hello. Hi Lori, welcome in. And hi to Kim, hello to everyone walking in. So yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Mystery bags have been stocked on the Etsy shop. Yarn Club is stocked on the Etsy shop. Amount is limited, and if you do purchase it, don't forget to use your discount codes. There's a discount code for viewers of my channel. It's in each one of my videos in the description box, along with the link to the Etsy shop. And if you are a member of the channel, then you get a special members discount. Don't forget to use that when shopping on my Etsy shop. If you want to join the membership program, all you gotta do is press that join button down below next to the subscribe button, or go to the direct link to the membership program, which is in the description box below. It says join this channel to receive special perks or something like that. If you press on that, you will find out everything you need to know about the membership program. Okay, so I said mystery bags, I said yarn club. Now I need to say sale. So I am also running a sale on all stitch markers and hand-dyed yarn that is currently available on my Etsy shop. The reason for all this, crazy sale things putting up on the Etsy shop all the time, for those of you who do not know, is because I am moving. I have to I have to pack my entire yarn room, and it is a lot. I did not realize how much I have. I think you only realize how much you have once you start moving things around and going through them. So I am suddenly realizing that I have way more than I can actually take with me, because I'm moving to another country, and everything that I take with me will have to be shipped over, and every box we ship is money. And so I am reducing and only taking the very, very necessary things that I know that I cannot get anywhere else, or will not be able to get new ones once I get there. Plus, you know, things that have been sitting on my shelves and I haven't actually been using them. So those are being put into the mystery box for you to enjoy and hopefully, you know, use once you get them. Annika, I do love novelty yarns. They are some of my absolute favorite yarns, but you might want to keep that and send it after I get settled in my new place. I'm pretty sure that the shipping costs will be the same since we won't be in the European Union anymore. But you know, it's not like right now there's really no use of sending any yarn over. I would love to keep it, and then it will probably raise a question for me or whether or not I should. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to get new yarn and decide about it. I'm having enough problems deciding about the own yarn that I have right now. So keep it and send it to me after the summer, after August. Okay? In my new place, I will be very happy to give it a good home. You guys know how much I love novelty yarns. Yeah. So mystery bags are on the Etsy shop. April Yarn Club is on the Etsy shop. Sorry, I didn't make a list, so I keep repeating it because otherwise I will not know that I said it. And I said there is a sale on stitch markers and hand-dyed yarn. Okay, that's all happening on the Etsy shop. Another thing is, last week at the end of the live, I drew a winner for the giveaway that we had 2 weeks ago. The winner of that giveaway did not get back to me to claim their prize, and the week has gone by, so I had to choose a new winner. So prior to coming live today, I did the random comment picker on the live from 2 weeks ago again, and the new winner is Sylvia Helmer. So Sylvia, if you're here or if you're watching it on replay, or if anybody notices Sylvia Helmer coming in during today's live, you are the new winner. And please email me. My email is in the description box below this video, and claim your prize. I'm really having a very hard time with people not claiming prizes. It's kind of annoying. You guys know that I go through a lot of things in order to be able to hold these giveaways each week. And it's kind of annoying when I choose the winner. A lot of people who would love to win are don't win, and then the one who do win don't claim their prize, and I end up, you know, staying with it and having to choose another winner. And sometimes it already has happened that I had to choose twice or 3 times for a new winner because people take part in the giveaways and then don't bother coming back to see if they have won. So please, if you don't have any intention of coming back to see if you've won or not, please don't enter. And 2, if you do enter, please come back to see if you've won. And 3, if you do win, you only have 1 week from Yarniversity to the next Yarniversity to claim your prize. So do it. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about the Etsy shop, we talked about the new winner, and we talked about winners in general and my discomfort with them. Hi to everyone coming in. Hello, Maribel. Hi, Vera. Good to see you all. I'm very happy you're here. Yeah. Okay, I think that I covered everything that I had to say for today. 45 people here already. I'm very happy. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. That's the little button underneath the screen that looks like this. Just click it. It helps me a lot. YouTube analytics, for those of you who do not know, it's a little thing that costs you nothing but helps me very much. Okay. Yes, so we covered that. I don't think there's anything else we need. I have been getting pictures from members with our members only live projects. So projects that they have made with the pattern that we started together on the Members Only Live. I've gotten 3 pictures of finished objects so far, and they are all beautiful. But as I've said in the beginning of today's live, I have been experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties prior to going live today, and those technical difficulties had to do with showing you guys the pictures. So I will get it sorted in time for Yarniversity next week, and at the beginning of next Yarniversity I will show you pictures of the beautiful, beautiful projects that our members have made. Georgetta, you got yours, right? I think you wrote me 2 weeks ago that your prize arrived, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I got a message today from someone saying that they got their prize, and Judy just said here on the live that she got her prize. So it looks like, you know, slowly the packages from January and February are starting to get overseas. It takes them a while. Yes, Catherine, you chose very nice yarn. I'm looking forward to seeing your picture as well. And it just so happens that the pattern that we worked on the Members Only Live was using tape yarn, which is our subject for today. So that's one idea of what you can do with it. Okay, so I pretty much covered, you know, all the stuff that I had to say. I told you guys about the Missy Racks, I told you guys about the April Yarn Club, and I told you guys about the sale on my Etsy shop. All hand-dyed yarn and stitch markers are currently reduced price. And I told you guys that we have a new winner because last week's winner did not claim their prize, and the new winner is Sylvia Helmer. And if you're here, if you're watching, please email me. My email's in the description box below. If she's not here now and you at any point today in the live see her name pop up in the chat, please let her know that she won. As you know, once I start talking, I don't look at the chat, and then sometimes I miss things. So just in case I miss her, you guys have to help me. Carrie, you got yours quite quickly. I'm happy. You don't have any tape yarns. Well, we will have a lot of ideas today of what you can do with tape yarn, and we'll talk about different kinds of tape yarn. So yeah, you can't believe it, but you actually got the Yarn Club box for March already. Wow, Lacey, it already arrived. Yeah, well, actually I did ship March early because all the things that were in the March box came quite early in the month, so the boxes were ready earlier than normally. And this month, April, I'm actually only missing 1 item for the boxes, and yesterday I got a notice that it was shipped. So it should be here this week, this coming week, and then I might even be able to get April's boxes out earlier than March's. So yeah, you might actually get them in April. Yeah, well, if you don't try, you don't win. You don't want to put you on the post, but are you observing the Etsy seller strike on the 11th? I did not hear about it until this minute. What is it about? Is it about them raising their taxes? Because if that's what it's about, then I'm not gonna take part in that because it's not gonna help. I mean, I've been on Etsy for a very, very long time, and I know how they work. They don't really care. They are the only platform that lets you sell your stuff the way they do, and they really, really, really don't care. Like if you don't like it, they will say you don't have to sell on our platform. There are other platforms. It's just like YouTube, you know. YouTube is a platform. You can be a content creator on YouTube, but if you have any beef with YouTube, you are on their platform. They decide. So it's the same with Etsy, same with Facebook, by the way, same with Instagram. They really don't care what you say as a user. So those strikes are really useless. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand, but it's not gonna do anything. Plus Etsy, you know, they will make money without you as well. Hi Donine, hi, welcome in. No, my shop wouldn't disappear. I'm not gonna go on strike, and I also don't have I don't have any problem with it. Like I said, I personally sell on Etsy because they are, for me, a comfortable platform to sell on. If I had the time to build my own website and, you know, use Shopify or something like that, I might have, but I don't have time to do that. I don't have the means to do that. I really don't have the strength to start updating and working on a website. So I sell on Etsy, and, you know, right? Etsy is the YouTube and PayPal of crafts. They know they're the biggest game. Exactly, Mocha. Exactly. They're like the ice yarns of right? They will make money with or without you, so they really don't care if you use their platform or not. They also they don't do any kind of marketing trying to make you sell on their platform, right? I've never seen anywhere that says opening a shop, come use Etsy, you know. So they don't need to. They are the only. They have sort of a monopoly on this kind of websites, and so they really don't care what you think, and they can charge you whatever they want, and it's fine. For me, it's comfortable, and for those of you who are not comfortable with it, then don't sell on Etsy. You have quite a few of what, tape yarn? You couldn't refuse Hobie's sale, yeah. I actually have some. Okay, so yeah. One last time, for those of you who came in late, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. If you want to join a very special membership program and be one of those special people with a little logo next to their name who can use all the extra emojis and come to our members only lives, then join by pressing that join button down below right next to the subscribe button. And if you are Sylvia Helmer, please contact me sometime during the next week to claim your prize. You have an Etsy, it is easy, and you pay for it. Exactly. No, that's okay, Alice. I did not. I'm not. Just, letting you guys know my personal view and opinion about that kind of stuff. Okay, well, enjoy Hobie Bingo. I don't play today because I'm in Europe and our bingo is a different day. We sell on Etsy for similar reasons. It's set it and forget. Exactly. I agree, Mocha. I agree. Jesse's saying, as a side note, Amazon Handmade has a higher seller fee, but frankly, they have a big audience and they take care of all taxes, VAT, and similar on Etsy. Okay, yeah, well, Etsy take care of all that stuff too. But okay, so yes. Now we can begin talking about today's topic. So today we're going to talk about tape yarns. And before we start talking about tape yarns, as always, I like to begin with a little question. So my question is, what sort of tape yarns do you know? Let me know. Jessie saying she understands the Etsy seller strike, but also understand that when it is an easy platform, you pay. Yeah, you pay for it. Look, since I asked a question and you guys are going to answer, and I'm going to wait until your answers are going to pop up on the chat, I'm going to say something about that. So Etsy is... Okay, opening a shop on Etsy is free. You don't pay any fee for opening your shop. You only pay Etsy once you upload a listing. So you pay per listing that you upload, and from every sale that you make, they take a small percentage. That's it. So if you upload stuff to Etsy and they don't sell, then you end up, paying Etsy for the listings and not getting the money back from your sales. But if you put stuff for sale on Etsy, pay to upload the listing, and then the stuff sells, then you pretty much get those 20 cents that they take per listing from whatever it is that you sold, and then you only end up paying them the fees for the sale. So in my opinion, it's still okay. Nope, totally new medium for you. Georgetta said only acrylic and cotton ones. Mocha is saying brand or type. Let's say both. Tell me if you tried different types and tell me if you tried different brands. Ashley is saying the only thing is I agree with people who think, about Etsy. You think that forced ad program is a ripoff. It's designed very lazily. I've never seen an ad for a shop I haven't already bought from. Okay. I don't really look at the ads that I'm like, normally when I search for something on Etsy, I search for something very specific. Catherine saying she never used tape yarn, have only seen it in YouTube mystery and unboxings, so when other people got them. Kim is saying she has a lot of t-shirt tape yarn with prints that was at the Dollar Tree a few years back, and she's happy about this topic because she's been wanting to use them up. Okay, so we will have some ideas today. And Sandy knows Lion Brand Rewind yarn, which we'll actually also mention today. And Chris says she never worked with tape yarn before. Okay, so we have, people who did, people who didn't, people who know it, people who don't, different brands, different types. Hi, Angela. So that is great. Then we have, a bit of variety of different views. And Laurel is saying she's never used tape yarn but is ready to learn. And Mocha is saying she used Hobie Ribbon, Lion Brand Rewind, and different t-shirt yarns. Okay, Jess, on the Etsy topic, she figured every way of selling has overhead. Yes, that is correct. Yes, I agree. You have to pick what works for you. Judy saying she never used tape yarn. Didn't buy because I have nothing to make with it. And Suzanne saying hello from Arkansas. Hello, Suzanne. Hello from Germany. Jess is saying she worked with tape yarn but haven't really liked the results. So she's really interested in seeing what I will be showing. Okay. So we have different kinds, different brands, and different levels of, use. Some people use it more, some people use it less, some people are more experienced, and some people are less experienced. Hannah is saying she worked with tape yarn from Lana Grossa, and she has one from Action. I also have both. And she had a little bit of difficulties, so she's looking forward to today. Okay. Angela used it once, and Debbie saying she's looking forward to seeing what can make with tape yarn. Catherine really wants to try the Katya washi, but don't know what to use it for. Okay, so I, as you guys know, am a big lover of different strange yarns, what we all like to call novelty yarns. Hi, Denise. Yarns that are irregular, different, different texture, different constructions, and so on, which is what led me to look into tape yarn in the beginning, because they look so different than the normal yarns, right? The first thing you notice about tape yarns is that they look totally different, right? They are not round. And so you look at it and you're kind of like going, what is this good for? How would that work out? And I love trying different kinds of yarn. Looking at different yarns that have different textures is a hobby that is close to my heart. And because a lot of people know that that I love doing that, and a lot of people also come to me and ask me, what do you think I can make with it? Or I've seen this yarn, but I have no idea of what to do with it. And so I would love to share, you know, my knowledge of tape yarn and my experience with it, different tips for, you know, from what I have worked with so far. And, you know, I hope that it will give you guys some ideas. And if you have some at home that you've been waiting to use, maybe you will get an idea today of what to make with it. Or if you were always looking at it at the store, thinking of buying it because it looks so cool, but have no idea what to make it, maybe thinking of idea today will help you finally grab it. Annika says her little yarn shop has her local yarn shop has some tape yarn. Looks really sturdy, perfect for heavy shopping, but it felt so rough, I couldn't imagine working with it. Yeah, there are different kinds of tape yarn, which is something we will talk about in a second too. Ashley said she never used tape yarn, but follow an Instagrammer that makes cute purses and bags crocheting with flat ribbon and always thinking to make those bags. Yes, bags is, you know, one item you can make. So the first thing that you noticed about tape yarn is their construction, right? Like I said, they are not round shaped like normal yarn. They have a different construction. They have a flat construction, which reminds us of tape or ribbon, which is why we call them tape yarn or ribbon yarn. Now, whether they call them tape yarn or ribbon yarns, we sort of we mean the same thing. So it's not that tape yarn is different than ribbon yarn. Some yarns are called ribbon, but they are a type of tape yarn, and some yarns will be called different places on the world tape. You know, so, but they are all the same kind of yarn. The special shape that these yarns have, it allows us to create different texture. We are so used to working with round shaped yarns, and we all know what it looks like when you make something out of round shaped yarn. So we know what to expect, and we know how to anticipate how the finished stitch will look in it. However, because when the yarn is flat like that, we can be making the same stitches using the same basic stitches, you know, single crochet, double crochet, or even, you know, knit, stitch, and purl. And the outcome will look completely different because the yarn structure is different. So those textures that tape yarns can give us cannot be achieved with round yarns. They can only be achieved using those special tape yarns. So it's like a whole new department of yarns to verge into, and I gotta say I've fallen into that trap sometime in the beginning of last year, and ever since I have bought and worked with so many different kinds of tape yarns that I love to see how they behave, and how every time you start a project with them it looks completely different than what you would have imagined because of that structure. Dee says she made baskets from some tape yarn. Was t-shirt material. Like to try raffia for a fedora type hat. Yes, raffia. Again, raffia, there are types of raffia yarn that are tape yarn, and there's also tube or round raffia yarn. So you can actually get raffia in both constructions, but raffia tape yarn, yes, perfect for baskets, very good for hats, but we will talk about that once we get to what to do with them. But we are talking construction, the construction of the yarn. So how do they achieve that flat construction of yarn? You cannot spin yarn to be flat, right? Because we know when fibers and strands are being spun, they create a round shape yarn. So how do they achieve that irregular structure? Well, that flat construction is often created by either weaving the strands or knitting them into a tube shape using special machinery. Those very much resemble knitting machines, but not the knitting machines that we think of, like not Addy round knitting machines, but rather the industrial textile industry knitting machines that, you know, weave the strands into t-shirts and dresses and, you know, textile. So they're actually made, instead of, you know, spinning the yarn, Z-twist, S-twist, and everything we talked about back on that episode. Instead, they are woven or they are knitted into this tube-like shape. And then the tube that is made is then flattened to achieve that ribbon-like construction. So, in fact, if we take one of these tape-like yarns, let's get the end here. If we take that flat strand and sort of like play with it a little in our hand, you will see that it's actually a tube. And if we look at the end of it here, you can actually see it a little bit. So let me try to hold it in a way which you can see. Can you see? See? It's actually a tube. And then it is flattened to look like that. Okay. Probably the best yarn for avoiding will it sag comments. Yes! That is correct. No will it sag today. So the flat construction, as I've said, is achieved by weaving them or knitting them into a tube and then flattening it to give it this ribbon-like construction or tape-like construction. And because they have this very special construction, most of the yarns will appear chunkier or sometimes even be heavier than other yarns. Why? Because they are a tube-shaped yarn that is then flattened. Think about it. You have twice the amount, right? So the yarn actually has 2 layers, right? And each layer has its own weight, and together they are heavier than if you would have had just one layer of that. So a lot of those are heavier because it's kind of like having a double thing, a double strand. Out of a job. Sorry. What you essentially get is less length, less yardage per 100 grams. So most of the I'm sorry that I'm doing this with my hand, but you actually cannot see the pile of tape yarn that is laid on the table next to me. I'm sorry. You will see them later once I start showing them. But yeah, what you essentially get is less yardage per 100 grams. And normally when you will look at a yarn that is, we used this already, so I will use this again. If you go to buy one of these tape yarns, then it will say it's 100 grams and 200 meters, which is essentially, 2 meters per gram of yarn, which is a heavy yarn, right? We are used to seeing those ratios in anything between, like everything that is a thick medium to a bulky weight. That's, normally when we have a yarn that is 100 grams and 100 meters is a super bulky yarn. Jessie's saying she recently bought a double-ended crochet hook to try the stitch that looks like it's woven with some tape yarn Love this information. Oh, okay. So I would love to see what you come up with after today's live. Yeah. Alice says she's not sure it's all acrylic stuff though, so it will certainly melt. Well, some of it will melt. Maybe it won't sag. Tape yarns do not include tubes that are filled with something. No, because as long as the yarn is round, it is not tape. So tape is only the yarns that it has that fettuccine shape, you know, that looks like fettuccine noodle. Yeah, exactly. Unless the filling is also flat. I mean, unless it's like a tube, and then in the middle there's a flat strand, and then it's still flat. Maybe then, but other than that, no. Yeah, so as we said, less yardage per 100 grams. They are heavier in weight. They are not bulkier, not all of them. Some of them are, but not all of them. But they are definitely heavier in their weight than normal yarn made out of the same materials in the same, you know, weight. In addition, this unique construction that they have, that is either woven or knitted, gives them stretch, because it's not a, you know, a high twist yarn that's like, you know, twisted together, and it has like a certain I'm missing my words again, but you understand what I mean. Because it is knitted, it has more stretch, because it's more holes between those stitches in the yarn itself. It's sort of like the equivalent of a chain net yarn, chain spun yarn, only chain spun yarn normally comes in tube shape. So yeah, they have this stretch to them. It gives them a lot of flexibility, way more flexibility than other regular yarns, even if they are not made out of a very flexible material. For example, this yarn that I was showing you guys before, it is a 100% cotton yarn. And as we know, cotton does not stretch. But this one, doing, do you see that? Doing. Yeah, you get the point. My chat is froze after Rosemary saying hello, so I don't know if nobody wrote anything, but oh, but I do have comments here. Angela is saying, not that I know of, but dum. You can stick wearing it. Okay, yes, you can. Yeah, all right. Get it? Yeah, Alice is a firebug. She is hot. So that was the construction of the yarn. Any questions regarding the construction of the yarn? Hi to everyone who walked in and I missed you while I was talking. Hi, I'm sorry, I did not ignore you, but while I talk, I don't read the chat. So hello, don't forget to hit thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. You like the sound effect? Boing boing. Yes, exactly. The yarn didn't do it, so I had to do it, right? Your turn. Hi, Samantha. Welcome in. So that was as to the construction of tape yarns, how they are constructed, and why that construction is so special, unique, and, you know, gives them the special qualities that they have. Next, we're going to talk about materials. And most, let's say it this way, tape yarn and ribbon yarn started as a plant-based fiber and their blends kind of thing. See you make that into a clip. Hi, Chris. So, most of the tape yarns are made out of plant-based materials or their blends. You know, cotton blends, bamboo blends, blends of different plant-based fibers with each other, or plant-based fiber with you know, some kind of acrylic or so on. But since this very special and unique shaped yarn is getting more and more popular, we slowly begin to see versions of it also containing different kinds of wool. So there's already some tape yarns that have a certain amount of wool blended into them. We saw, or there are already a few containing alpaca yarn, for example, and I have not had my hands on any of those yet, but I'm very much looking forward to trying them. Heidi, welcome in. So yeah, so they are no longer a exclusively plant-based material kind of yarn department. And recently, a lot of yarn companies also started blending nylon or polyamide into their tape yarn and to give them even more stretch and durability. So we just talked about how the construction of the yarn, I'm not gonna do the sound effects again, but we just talked about how the construction of the yarn gives it a lot of stretch, and more yarn companies put even more stretch into the yarn by adding nylon or polyamide to it as well. They are often also made out of recycled materials. The most popular and known of the recycled materials tape yarn is, of course, the t-shirt yarn. And while the t-shirt yarn started as sort of like a crafter's way of repurposing old t-shirt sheets and so on, it sort of now grow into its own genre. It sort of like developed its own life in the fiber art world, and there are quite a lot of big yarn companies that sort of like jump on the trend and sell t-shirt yarn that's produced like factory produced t-shirt yarn, which is actually just the same material that we use to make t-shirts. They just make it into this one long flat tape yarn, or some of them actually make recycled t-shirt yarn from textile industry waste and so on. So you can actually buy recycled t-shirt yarns in store now, which I thought was a very interesting idea. Not only I thought it was an interesting idea, I actually bought some. So I have some to show you now. So this is the Wool and the Gang Jersey Be Good. I have a yarn review of this yarn on my channel. It's quite old though. I think I reviewed it like 2 years ago on my channel, and I think I actually had the same color on the review, but this is something I recently bought. So this is the Jersey Be Good from Wool and the Gang. It is a t-shirt yarn, and as you can see, it is a tape yarn, so it has a flat structure, although it kind of tends to like roll on itself, but it still has a tape look even when it rolls on itself. And it comes in those 500 grams spools, and as you can see, it says t-shirt yarn. It's 98% cotton and 2% elastane, so it makes it even more stretchy. Yeah, this is the Jersey Be Good, and that's what factory made t-shirt yarn looks like these days. So it's just, you know, yeah, I thought it was funny that even big companies like Wool and the Gang, who are high-end kind of yarn company, they make recycled t-shirt yarn. Did I miss anyone coming in? Hello, Bobby, welcome in. Yes, the devil that is t-shirt yarn. Yes, exactly. It is the sag nemesis because you can make so many things out of it and they will never sag. Will it sag? No. Will it? No. But will it? No. No, no more. I'm not Angela, you can write it in the chat. I will not fall into that trap and I will not I will not read it because I did not drink enough yarn. I did not drink enough wine today. Speaking of wine. Cheers, everyone. Yeah. So I thought it was very interesting that, you know, big companies started actually producing factory-made yarn that is meant to it's meant to imitate the, you know, crafters' homemade recycled t-shirt yarn. Samantha is saying 20 plus years ago, Walmart carried a brand called No Boundaries. They sold ton of nylon poly tape yarn, bright and elastic. Oh, that sounds like fun. 20 plus years ago, bright and, you know, made out of nylon would probably also be very much in fashion. Lacey says she also always wanted to get some t-shirt yarn, but it was kind of hard to find it before lately. Yeah, like lately, companies actually started to produce it as a part of their yarn line. Not only that, there are actually companies that are specializing in different kinds of t-shirt yarn, which I found like really funny. We'll actually talk about some of them later. Stretchiness is what puts me off for making shopping bags. It would make me nervous. Again, it depends on what tape yarn you choose. They have a lot of different, you know, fiber constructions. Is homemade t-shirt yarn considered tape yarn? Yes, it does. It is. You've also cut up sheets and made rugs and bags. Yes, so today the yarn companies do the cutting sheets for you and you can just buy it ready. That did not sag, right? The bright nylon tape yarn. No, it was like spandex. It was nice and tight. T-shirt yarn works great for rug hooking. Yes, yes. So we are actually coming to that point where we're going to talk about what can you make with it. So we talked about, you know, how is it made and what is it made of? And now we are going to talk about, okay, but once I get it, what will I do with it? 20 years ago was 2002. Bright colors like neon was 40 years ago. Now I do feel old. That's funny. Because that's exactly what I meant. I meant like 40 years ago. That yarn was beyond its time. Oh. You think you're going to make some tape yarn out of some of your bolts of flan fabric? Ooh. That would be interesting. Hi, Sonia. Okay. So, before we're gonna start talking about what we're gonna make with it, we are going to talk about this week's giveaway. Okay, so if you're new here, this is how it works. Once the video goes into replay, so not now, not now in the church, not now, Lori. Oh, you're out of church, okay. Read your comment wrong. So not now, later. When you come back to the video, you can leave a comment down below. And I want you to come back to the video and leave a comment down below and let me know what items would you most like to try to make with tape yarn now after you finish watching the live. Or which one of the items would you most be interested in trying to make. And that is the comment that I want you guys to leave on today's video. And that will enter you into this week's giveaway, which we will choose a winner for next week on Yarniversity. So this is what the winner will get. You will get that really nice t-shirt yarn that I just showed you. This is the Wool and the Gang Jersey Be Good, but you're not only going to get one second, you're going to get two. So these two beautiful colors. They're actually the same amount of yarn. I know one of them looks bigger than the other, but it's just the way they are spun. They are each of them, as you can see, wait, let me put it like this. So they are both 500 grams. And this, as I've said, is 98% cotton, 2% elastane. And yeah, two of these t-shirt yarns, you will get both of them, these two, which I think will make a very nice project together. And to go along with them, when working with tape yarn, you need big hooks. So you're also going to get these. Can you see that? These are darning needles to weave in your ends and such, but they have a very big opening in the back. Those are exactly what you need when working with very, very thick, very, very big yarns. Okay, so you'll get the tape t-shirt yarn darning needle and the two t-shirt yarns. That is today's giveaway, and to enter into that, all you gotta do is come back to the video once it goes into replay, leave a comment down below answering the question that I asked. Fashion runs in 20-year cycles. Since kids use New Year's. Oh yeah, okay. Honestly, didn't know what the heck tape yarn when I read today's thumbnail. We call it ribbon yarn. It's the same. It's called different in different places, and it's also called different by different yarn companies. But as I said in the beginning of today's live, they are the same. They refer to the same thing. The yarn gods. Are you praying to the yarn gods? Yes, exactly. It has very good unsaggable properties, so it's very good yarn. Okay, Georgetta, thank you for being here. Your grandma used to crochet around stripes of worn out clothes with cotton thread to make boot rugs. Rug to put by the door for wet and snowy boots to drip dry. Oh, that's an interesting idea, actually. It's really cool. It's a nice way to repurpose things. I'm all for repurposing, as you know. The question was after watching today's live, which one of the items that we mentioned that you can make with ribbon or tape yarn you would most like to try to make, or which one of the, of these items you'd more like to experiment with. And we didn't talk about items yet, so if you're here now, you didn't miss it. It's coming up now. What can you make with this type of yarn? Could you make a sweater from them? So Pink Sheep Designs, her name is on the tip of my tongue. Darn, I know it. Oh, I just, oh, okay. Pink Ship Designs on her Etsy shop. She sells patterns that she designs, and they are all made with bulky yarn. And one of her latest patterns was made with t-shirt yarn that she got from Hooked, I think. So she does have a pattern for sort of like a cardigan made out of ribbon yarn. So you can. It is possible. I never made a cardigan or a sweater, but appears to be possible. Not to mention, I was a child in the 90s. I was also a child. You repurpose your husband's closet into yarn storage. That is a good way to repurpose. I mean, that's yeah. Evelyn, right. Thank you guys. I knew that. I know. I mean, I watch her channel. I knew that. I don't know why it escaped my mind. I kept thinking about Amanda from my Mandabog, and I couldn't. I was like, no, it's not Amanda. Amanda is Mandabog, but what's her name? Yeah, Evelyn from Pink Sheet Designs. She just put so a new pattern, like I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago, using t-shirt yarn, and she also had it on her Instagram. It looks really nice. It's just I didn't have a chance to do anything like that yet. Tapeworms? No! Oh my god. That is not what we're talking about here. Yes. On the wrapper of the Rewind yarn, there's a picture of a sweater. Oh, interesting. Rewind from, oh yeah, from Land right. Okay, so what can you make with tape type yarns? So really the possibilities are endless. It's just like any other yarn. Why? Because the first thing I think the problem is when someone tells us ribbon yarn or tape yarn, one of the first things we think about is t-shirt yarn. And t-shirt yarn is bulky and heavy and stiff when you work with it. So we think like baskets and bags, right? But as I just showed you, I showed you this yarn, which is very, very nice when you work it up. This is the head that I made with it. And it's very, you can see it's very soft and very, very flexible. You can really you can roll this hat up and then open it back up and it will still have a nice shape, and then you can, right? And it has nice drape. So really t-shirt yarns are not the only type of tape yarns. Tape yarns is a whole family of yarns. And I look silly, so let me take this off. So you can really, the possibilities are endless. You can really make anything out of them. Tapeworm, amigurumi from tape yarn, oh my god. Yes, the Adobe cardigan, thank you. Grandma was a seamstress during World War II, the Great Depression, and during World War I, the Great Depression, and World War II. Repurposing and using every little bit was required for survival. Yes, it is still so smart to this day. I wonder if anyone has made a tapeworm amigurumi out of tape yarn. Mocha, it looks like you and Alice think alike. Veterinary channel. Oh my god. Great yarn to make the plunger head. Yes. Right. The plunger head. Ah, thank you. Will it pack? Oh my god, I love it. Will it pack? Yes, this hat will definitely pack because I do have so many things that will not. Okay, yes. So, as I've said, so many different possibilities. You can really make anything out of them depending on which one you choose, right? Because we saw when we talked before about construction that we have everything from this kind of very, very soft, stretchy, you heard the boing boing type of yarns, to very, very heavy, thick t-shirt yarns, and everything in the middle. So it all depends on what type you take, what materials it's made of, what is the thickness, what is the density of the yarn itself. Oh my god, Ashley. You're thinking about things to try and reuse into crochet. Oh, there are quite a few. I mean, repurposing things into yarn is a whole other Yarniversity. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about are, well, because I already showed you the hat, summer wearables. So we said a lot of those yarns, a lot of the tape yarns are plant-based fibers, and you can make very nice summer hats like the one I showed you, tank tops, and even light sweaters and cardigans using tape yarns. If you use this kind of tape yarn, it will be a very light, airy cardigan, and if you use t-shirt, it will be, you know, a heavy duty cardigan, but you can. You will be disappointed if the rest of the chat doesn't work very hard now to make Reggie say boing. Boing, 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 boing. How did I do it? I can't redo it. It was funny when I did it. Now if I try to do it again, it won't work. So, yeah, so of course the ideal choice for this kind of summer items will be tape yarns that are made out of blends of cotton, bamboo, linen, tencel, silk, viscose, and their friends. Some good examples that I wanted to talk to you about. Does it bounce? Since we... You guys, I guess I know we cannot use will it sag today, but like, do we have to look for alternative? Will it pack? Will it bounce? Will it melt? So many questions. I really love this group of people. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, even if we annoy you. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if we don't annoy you and you want to be part of this nut house for good. Really boing. All right, so we're gonna talk about specific yarns, tape yarns that will make good summer wearables. So the first one I want to talk about is Tina tape from Wool and the Gang. Why is it the first one I want to talk about? Because it's 100% tencel. It's the only reason. Don't be talking about sex. So here is the Tina tape from Wool and the Gang. Twink. Oh god. What? Catherine, what? Yes. Exactly. So the first one I want to talk about, dum dum dum, is tencel. Right. So this is Tina tape yarn, and remember, I said if it's a summer kind of, you know, it's a light, airy structure. It's 100% tencel, so it also is shiny and drapes very well, so it makes for a very, very nice summer cardigan. What am I making with it? I'm currently making a hexagon cardi. If you've never made a hexagon cardigan before, it's a very, very easy way of making cardigans. You make 2 hexagons, which you actually, the way you make them is you over increase, and then you can fold them in this way, and then you get 2 parts of a cardigan, like so, like this. So these are the sleeves, and this is the body, and then you sew it up the middle and the back, and you sew the sleeves on the top. It's a very, very easy and very, very fast way to make a cardigan. And this will make a wonderful summer cardigan for, you know, when you're walking outside and it's like not too hot but not too cold, and you just want a little something to throw on yourself. So it's very, you know, lots of chains, very light and airy. And look at the drape of that yarn, right? And that is tape yarn, and that texture is something that you cannot get with tube-shaped yarns. Are you guys making jokes? Oh, the boner jokes. Yeah. You think Yarniversity on repurposed items into yarn would be fabulous? We can do that. This yarn type works well with Tunisian crochet. Good to know. I don't do Tunisian, but I believe you. You need to spend a summer in Ireland. Yes, I spent a summer in Ireland once. You're too old to boink. You remember the pain of cutting stripes out of clothes? Yes. Whose pattern is that hexa cardi? Mine? It's not a pattern. It's just, you know, I just did 2 hexagons with a lot of chains. There's no, like, I didn't follow any pattern. But yeah, so as you can see, very, very drapey, very lightweight, and it's tape yarn. Now, if you don't believe me, I'll show you, because I still have, you know, yarn. So as you can see its construction. It is a tape yarn. It is a flat. And it is, as we said, you can see the construction, that it's sort of like a woven yarn, and boing, 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 yeah. And it's shiny because it's tencel. So definitely, summer wearables, very good idea for this sort of tape yarns. Plant-based fibers, lightweight tape yarns, great for summer wearables. Very, very drapey, and it makes the item very, very light. Thank you. You made your favorite shrug shawl with rewind. You were shocked at the drape. Yeah, right? It has a really, really good drape. Unconventional materials. Yeah, maybe you can host it together with me, Kim. Age has no boundaries for boing. Mine, yeah. Look for the thick hands t-shirt in size 3XL or larger at Dollar Tree to make t-shirt yarn with large. Oh, so you go and buy t-shirt with the purpose of making them into t-shirt yarn. You like it? I'm looking forward to seeing it done. Yes, definitely. Kim, I told you to email me. I already told you yesterday. You second that idea? Most of your ideas are brilliant. Others, not so much. Really? That sounds like a fun Facebook group. Okay, so that was the first one I wanted to show you guys. Then the next one I wanted to show you guys is Washi from Katya. And I believe Catherine was the one before who said that she is wanting to work with it. So for those of you who are not familiar, Katya is a Spanish yarn company. It's a European yarn company, very, very big here in Europe. And I do believe that they do sell them in local yarn shop overseas as well. So this is the washi yarn from Katya. It comes in a very large variety of colors, as you can see here. And it's really, really nice. It has this tape construction, as you can see here, and it is very, very light. So it's not a heavy yarn. It's very, very yeah, I don't have another word for it. It's very, very light. And it is made out of 70% polyester and 30% viscose. So once again, it's a blend of polyester with plant-based material. Very, very interesting combination. It's also, for what it is, not very expensive. A very, very good choice of yarn for things like summer hats, cabana hat style, cowboy hat, fedora hats, and also tank tops will be amazing. You've crocheted with telephone cable wire. Wow. You made yarn from t-shirts, but you must cut it right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can go wrong there. Yes, there is a whole niche for unconventional material. It's not paper, it's viscose polyester. I know it does look like it. It looks very crisp, but it's not. It's actually very, very soft. Yes, delicate is the word I was looking for. Thank you. Unfortunately, your local yarn shop only had the beige. Well, you can order it online. The Katya website ships everywhere inside the EU. If you're anywhere outside the EU, you can order it from Las Tierras Mágicas, which I talked about in the past on my Yarniversity. Yeah, right? It looks like crepe, but it's not. It's very, very soft, very, very nice kind of yarn. So that's that. And yes, the raffia definitely falls into that category also of summer wearables tape yarns. I also wanted to show you guys the Lana Grossa tape yarns. For those of you, once again, who know Lana Grossa, another big yarn company, Italian company, and on their website, by the way, all the links to all the websites are in the description box below the video. They just came out with this new yarn, Alesia. It's also a tape type yarn, as you can see here. It is not as thick, but it's still a tape construction. And it is 76% cotton, 20% recycled polyester, and 4% regular polyester. It comes in 50-gram balls, and you have about 135 meters per 50 grams. So once again, the amount per gram is not big. It comes in different colors. You can see here. Can you see that? Yeah. So they have a lot of different colors, very, very large variety. Some of them are even variegated, which I love. It looks like a wonderful yarn. It's brand new. It just came out in their recent collection. And they also have their Alcanto print yarn. which is 70% polyester and 30% polyamide, which is in fact like an all man-made fiber, like all synthetic materials, no plant-based at all, but it behaves just the same, and it's very, very nice. Once again, they have different variegated options of it, different colors, different combinations, and I kind of like that it sort of looked like spray painted. Didn't try it yet, but I do know Lana Grossa as a whole, so I know the yarns are wonderful. So those are the kind of yarns that you can use to make different summer items. Okay, I missed a lot of chatter in the chat, so I'm sorry if I missed your comment. You use flat shoelace to make a over-the-shoulder bag. Oh, that sounds like fun. Wire was very pileable. Expensive though. Yeah, I would imagine. Raffia is is a lot of work. You need to learn to work with it. Only time I have ever created bloody wounds while crocheting, twine. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. There are a lot of types of yarn that are not fun. This can also be a Yarniversity pro. But what yarns not to use? Okay. So, the last one I wanted to mention, there actually, if you go to the blog, there's a longer list of yarns that you should try out. There's Binario from Ice Yarns, for example, and Rewind from Lion Brand, which all of you in the US are probably familiar with. Maybe some of you in Europe here are too. I personally did not have the chance to work with the Lion Brand Rewind. I said it many, many times. We don't really have access to Lion Brand here. But it's essentially, from what I read, the materials and the construction, and looked at different pictures of project people made with it, it's essentially the same as the other yarns that I have just mentioned, and would be very, very good for hats and summer tops, summer cardigans, and so as well. Yeah, it's exactly. So next one, next type of project that I wanted to mention, and was mentioned here in the past also, or by other people in the chat, is bags. So this specific type of tape yarn that works well for bags is the thicker ribbon-like yarns. The bags that are made from this yarn are mostly stiffer, and sometimes they won't even require lining. They might have some stretch to them due to the construction of tape yarns, but they won't be very stretchy. They would mostly feel like a basket more than in the feel of them. You can make anything from small clutch bags to big shopper bags. You can make drawstring bags. You can make backpacks with round bottom. You can make mochila sort of bags. Very, very good for this kind of like thick ribbon type yarns. Wait, we have a question. Do you deal with the twisting, or does the twisting not look bad? No, the twisting is a part of the yarn. Like, if you fight against the yarn, then you're not using it correctly. The tape-like yarns do tend to twist a lot more, and that's okay, and that's what creates a lot of the texture in the finished product. Top 10 yarns from Crochet Masochists. That is the name I'm going to use. Yes, that is totally normal, that the yarn spirals, and you just don't fight it. You just go with it. Don't fight it. Don't try to twist it back. Hi, Francie. So for everyone coming in, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And we were just about to talk about, sorry, real quick. Okay. So we were just about to talk about different kind of tape yarns or ribbon yarns that are good for making bags. So first one on that list is, of course, Dum 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 from Hobie. This is ribbon from Hobie. For those of you who haven't seen, I posted on Instagram a new project that I'm starting with this. Yeah, that's what it looks like, ribbon. And you can see that it is a very, it looks like a very thick ribbon. It's not thick, it's, how do you say? It's wide. Okay, so the fettuccine it's wide, but it's very, very thin. So it's not thick, it's thin, it's very, very wide. That flat surface of the yarn. So ribbon and ribbon extra large, both of them from Hobie, will make very, very nice bags. They will be durable, they will hold their shape, depending also on, of course, the size hook that you use, but they will have very, very good shape for, you know, shopper bags, those very, very in basket-like bags, and mochila bags, which I really love. Yeah, OCD crafters, it's not for you, yes. Asukers are just metal kids who can't ignore a challenge. Yes, definitely. Tagliatelle, yes, it is like a tagliatelle. Well, then we're gonna have a few ideas of what to make with it, actually. So bags is just the first thing that you can make with that specific yarn. But yeah, you're making a kitchen rug right now with the Hobie ribbon. So see, another great idea. Do you have the two widths to show side by side? That yellow is nice, but it was sold out on sale. That colorway is actually not sold out. I just looked at the website before I came on here because I knew I'm gonna show it. This is the colorway egg yolk. It's color number 36. I don't know what you mean by showing the two of them side by side. Do you mean the ribbon and the ribbon extra large? Because I don't have the ribbon extra large. I only have the ribbon here. Some of us are more masochists than others. Hi, Mare. Mocha is saying she made a backpack with it. She never thought of using it for a mochila. See? Good idea, right? I mean, I only have two of these spools, so I will probably not be making a bag. But if I was going to, a few spools of this will make a beautiful mochila. If you get it in different colors, you can also make a color work thing, right? Very, very nice yarn. Once again, all the links to all the websites are in the description box below, and go check them out. So that is ribbon from Hobie. There's also the company that I mentioned before, Hooked. They are actually known for their different type of tape and t-shirt yarns. Sorry, this is their website, Hooked. They ship worldwide. Link in the description box below. Inside the EU, there's free shipping over 50 euros. And they have a lot of different kinds of yarns. And the Ribbon XL is the one that I wanted to talk to you about. And that is the one that would be good for making bags. It has a very similar construction to that of the ribbon from Hobie. You can see it in the pictures. You can see that the construction of the yarn is very similar to what I had just showed you in my hand. And they sell them in packs, color packs, or you can get them separately, and they will make very, very nice bags as well. And there are different, so wait, let me go back to the Ribbon XL. So there are also different kinds. You can get them in color packs. You can get them with glitter. You can get them in electric neon colors, like you can see here, that green, that pink, that yellow, that orange. There are ones with lurex, the ones that are, you know, like sparkly, in different colors. So they really have a very, 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 very large selection. As you can see, 121 items of this Ribbon XL from Hooked. Is very, very, very good, very, very big, very company known for their tape type yarns. So for those of you who are thinking of making a bag, I would definitely look into them. You have a confession to make. You've never used ribbon yarn. Well, maybe you will get some ideas today. There are thin light ribbon yarns. Just made a bag a day. Pure instant shells with Lion Brand rewind tape. Yeah, Mir, I think you just came in, so you miss it. But just before we talked about bags, we spoke about wearable items, and we said there are very, very nice, thin, lightweight kind of tape yarns that can make very, very nice wearables as well. Yeah, right. A mochila is like it's a type of backpack. Yeah. Okay, so a mochila is a type of backpack, but the name mochila is actually not the bag itself, it's actually how it is made. Yeah, like Francie said, is the technique. The mochila is the technique. And now Mocha said it as well. Yeah, but it's mochila type of bag is, with time, the word mochila, which refers to the technique, has been adapted to refer to the whole family of this kind of backpacks. Don't usually make accessories, but embedding some cute chokers, wrap bracelets, and belt. Yes, you're jumping ahead. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Hooked also has a huge range of macrame cords. That is correct. Hi Tinsy, just popping in to say hi, can't stay watching. Okay. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to give the thumbs up. You made a mochila beach bag. Yes, I really like mochila bags. So that was Hooked, and one more company that I wanted to mention in this in regard to bags is Paintbox. So Paintbox also have, one second, I had it open. Please don't kill me. 1 second. No, I don't. I can't find it. I had it open. Sorry, I lost it. Okay, so Paintbox have their own. It's a yarn company. They have a lot of different yarns, but they also have their own version of tape yarn. And specifically for bags, I would recommend their metallic ribbon. It comes in a different variety of colors, and let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. And it can make very nice, extravagant, like showstopper bags, you know, with the hint of metallic. Would make very nice, interesting bags to go with, you know, black dresses and so on, evening wear, clutch bags. I would definitely recommend that yarn. Mochila rabbit hole. You just Googled stuff. Thank you. So everyone went to Google mochila. You guys are great. It's so nice that it makes you guys, you know, interested, and that you actually go and look into things. It makes me very happy that it spikes interest. You have a book of oh, nice, Dee, that is cool. Maybe you can tell us the name of that book, and maybe one of our moderators can drop the link. Okay, so those are the specific yarns that I wanted to mention in regard to bags, but you understand, thicker kind of ribbon type bags that will make a more dense construction and, you know, keep their shape and not be very drapey, and those are very, very good for bags. And sometimes you can even make bags that don't need lining out of those. Okay, have fun, Jess. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So the next item that I wanted to mention are floor mats. Someone mentioned before that they were working on a floor mat. And floor mats are like the go-to best project for t-shirt yarns. Okay, so floor mats that are made out of t-shirt yarns are also very popular, very in fashion and in style right now. They look very, very nice, like in your lounge or reading room area. They are very popular in pastel colors, in baby room decorations. There are a lot of patterns out there for different mandala type floor mat and floor rugs, you know, that like circle beginning from the middle, but there are also square patterns for square ones, and even I have seen a few that were a hexagon and sometime even an octagon, which I thought was very, very nice. What are Mayflower and Java tape likes? I like the Java one. I did not try the Mayflower one. The Java one resembles the ribbon a lot, the Hobie ribbon a lot. Yeah, so floor mats is a perfect, really, really perfect idea for t-shirt yarns. Works up very quickly. You use a big hook. Most of them are very easy patterns, although you can also make some very complicated one. But using t-shirt yarn and a big hook, a yarn that is so bulky, you don't want to make like very complicated stitches. So it's mostly like single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet maybe, in chains. But there are some very, very nice patterns out there for those mandala type, and you don't even have to get a pattern that is specific for a floor mat. You can get any mandala, easy mandala pattern that has no complicated stitches, because that would be very, very hard to make with t-shirt yarn. But any simple mandala pattern that you could find, if you make it in t-shirt yarn using the larger hook for the t-shirt yarn, it will become big because you are using a thicker yarn. And so a mandala that is made to be, I don't know, a doily or something, can be made into the big circumference and be a floor mat. Thank you, Dee, for the name of that book. Maybe Alice or Catherine, maybe you can like type that into Google real quick and grab an Amazon link or something for us. But thank you very much, Dee. So floor mats, t-shirt yarns. For those of you who said, I have a lot of t-shirt yarn, I make a lot of t-shirt yarn, I don't want to. This is like the perfect t-shirt yarn project. I wanted to mention specifically, I showed you guys the one from Wool and the Gang, which I've worked with and I love. But from Hooked, the company that we had just spoke about. They have their spaghetti yarn written with a Z, spaghetti, in a very, very large range of colors. Again, tons and tons and tons upon pages upon pages, 860 items in that line of t-shirt yarn from Hooked, every possible color of the rainbow, also variegated, also with prints and so on. So very, very highly recommend Spaghetti from Hook as t-shirt yarn. Another company that I want to mention when talking about t-shirt yarn is Retwist. Now, if you are not familiar with this company, you might want to get familiarized. They are a UK-based company. Their website even says they have free shipping to UK on purchases over £35, but they ship worldwide. And you can even change the language of their website to different languages. And they have their t-shirt yarn from Retwist. And we'll go here, we will go to t-shirt yarn. And their t-shirt yarn comes in different types. So they have t-shirt yarn, large solid, large printed, medium, and mini, which you can get in 4 or 8 ball sets. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like, it looks, like I said, exactly the same. It is t-shirt yarn, so it's the same construction as the one that we have just seen. I actually wanted to show the printed ones to show that they have, as you can see, they have like ones that are printed with different prints. So t-shirt yarns don't have to be solid colors, and you can just take one of the printed ones, make a simple, very, very simple double crochet circle, big circle, and make it a floor mat, and let the pattern in the yarn do its thing. Yarn size matters. Yarn size does matter. Yes, definitely. Check out Hooked. Check out Retwist. They have some very, very, very nice yarns. By the way, Retwist have a lot of different yarns, and not just t-shirt yarns, but they have a very large collection of t-shirt yarns, which is why I wanted to talk to them. Okay, see you later, Sonia. The link is too big to paste. Oh, okay. I will try to search the name of that book and post a link to Amazon on my on the Facebook group later. You had one like red and white, but red, like the red and white, but the red was gray. I colored the white part with fabric markers. So interesting. Oh, that is really cool idea. Well, because it's t-shirt yarn, you can do that. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yes. And I also wanted to mention the Infinity Heart Dahlia, but I don't seem to have Rito open. Okay, so very sorry. I did not open the website. So Rito, for those of you who've been here last week when we spoke about different websites to buy yarn from, for those of you here in Europe, Rito is a very, very, very good website to get yarn from. I did have their link in the description box below, but apparently I did not open the website. Sorry. But yes, the Dahlia is the Rito version of t-shirt yarn. And also there is, of course, the recycled t-shirt yarn from Paintbox Yarn. So those are all different kinds of t-shirt yarns from different yarn companies. Of course, each yarn company have their own price for it, their own size of the spools. Some of them are like 100 grams, 200 grams, 500 grams, depending on the company. And as I said, they come in different colors. Some of them are printed and so on. Very, very interesting. Hi, Jamie. Welcome in. Next idea, which will also work with the t-shirt yarns, but will also work with other yarns, are pot plant holders and baskets. So t-shirt yarns will also make very good baskets and will also make very good pot plant holders. But aside from t-shirt yarn, there are a different family of ribbon or tape type yarns that will be very, very good for baskets and pot plant holders. Both of these items are very popular projects for those of you who like to work with tape yarns. And really, depending on what tape yarn you choose, you can either make very flexible baskets or very stiff baskets, and you can use them in different parts of the house. You can make like the little tiny flexible nice baskets, and put, you know, your sorry not cup holders. What is this called? Help me. This is not a cup holder. This is I put my glass of wine on it. Words are escaping me. Help me with the English word for, but you understand, you put your entire set of this word in a basket. Coasters! Oh my God, Alice, you saved me. I would not have slept tonight. Thank you very much. Oh my God, how does this happen to me? I know how it happens. I have too many languages in my head. Yes. Coasters. So we can make like a nice flexible kind of basket and put coasters in them, like on the middle of your table. Or you can make stiffer ones and then put like little towels in them in your bathroom, or different toiletry and so on. So it really depends on what kind of yarn you use. It can be a stiffer basket or a more flexible kind of basket. It can be a big basket to stand next to your couch with tons of newspapers in it and so on. So here you can really use different kinds of tape yarn to make different kind of baskets. In the same way you can make different kinds of pot plant holders and hangers also. And those are really good items to make for craft fairs. For those of you who do craft fairs or crochet, and those of you who sell your crochet items, those are very quick makes. So baskets and planters are very, very easy and very simple, quick makes. And you really, like, anyone can use them. And they are like a year-round sort of item that you use daily. So those are really good. That's a very good idea for craft fairs. Laundry baskets too, yes, definitely. And you can even, since it's yarn, you can put the basket also in the laundry. Alice. I say things like stiff and boing, and you guys, your mind goes to places that it's just unbelievable. Yes, bed baskets. Yes, so for those kind of makes, as I've said, t-shirt yarn will work very, very good, but also something like the Maker Home Decor from Bernat. This kind of yarn would be good for that. Definitely the ribbon from Hobbii that I showed you, and the ribbon extra large from Hobbii, which will make a bit of a stiffer project because it's a little thicker. And also the recycled ribbon from Paintbox that has a lot. It's a ribbon. It's a ribbon yarn. It looks a lot like the ribbon from Hobbii, but it has a denser t-shirt-like feel to it. Easter baskets, yes, exactly. We are right around the season now. Next idea is home decor items. So some tape yarns can be very, very soft, as we talked about just a few minutes ago when we talked about wearable items. So some of them can be very, very soft yet durable because they are different plant-based fibers or mixed with a different nylon, polyamide, or they're just plain acrylic. So they can be durable yet soft, which makes them perfect for projects like pillow covers, lounge blankets even, you know, if the yarn is ribbon shaped but light, you can definitely make a big type blanket out of it. And since the yarns have this flat construction where you can achieve very interesting texture while using the simplest stitches, those kind of projects can even be very simple and very like easy going projects, even though they might be a little bit bigger projects, you know, to make a blanket or whatever. And those would be, so those fettuccine kind of yarns, when you make the simplest stitches with them, it gives them already so much texture that you don't even have to make a very fancy blanket. It can be like a simple single crochet or half double crochet blanket, and it will still look beautiful. Soft and durable, yes, very important properties. So here I wanted to introduce you to Beta Knit. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. And they have a yarn called Fettuccine. Let me just pull it up real quick. So this is the Beta Knit website. If you're not familiar with it, they are from Italy. And I would, you know, highly recommend going and checking them out. And they have their, yarn, gift card, new in kits. Here, skeins. They have their fettuccine yarn. Open? No, open? No. What just happened? Yes, there it is. Fettuccine yarn from Beta Knit. It comes in a very large variety of colors, as you can see. They have 32 different colors, and it's just the construction of the yarn is beautiful. I gotta say, looking up close, it almost looks like sort of like a chainette sort of yarn, but it's flat, very, very nice. Your teenage boy often stops when talking during Yarniversity when he hears the comments being read and occasionally says, "Mom, what are you listening to?" That's funny. Yes, blankets, they will have amazing texture. So yeah, fettuccine yarn from Beta Knits. Definitely, if you do not know Beta Knits, I would definitely recommend checking them out. They have an amazing collection of yarns that you don't normally see from many yarn companies. So specifically this one is 100% cotton, but even though it's 100% cotton, it's a very, very soft cotton tape yarn. So this would be wonderful for home decor. Also, similar is cotton jersey from Schachenmeier. If you can get it on Lovecrafts if you're international, because Schachenmeier does not have their own website. If you are inside Europe, I recommend getting Schachenmeier yarn from either Fischerwolle or from Rito. If you are anywhere outside, I would highly recommend checking love crafts for Schachenmeier yarns. And they have their cotton jersey yarn, which is very similar. And then we have the retape yarn from Katja, which I have mentioned Katja earlier. We showed their washi yarn, but now I want to show their retape yarn. It's very, very beautiful. There you go. They have different colors. And it has amazing texture. I had that yarn. They came out with some new colors, but it's very, very beautiful. He sits down. That is why you wear earbuds. Your son is 11 and will laugh all day if he hears the stuff. Yeah. Not child friendly. Right. So, also good selections would be the Upcycled Fabric 600 from Ice Yarns, or the Viscose Shine, also from Ice Yarns. In general, Ice Yarns have quite a very big selection of tape yarns. So if you are into exploring different kinds of tape yarns, making one big purchase from Ice Yarn with all different kind of tape yarns in there, you know, might be an idea, because Ice Yarn only works if you buy like in big quantities. Otherwise, it's not worth it. You can still you can watch the live from last time because you are a member. So you can go to the channel, to the Jehu Crochet channel, find the members only live from March and make the hat. So you can still make it. And the next members only live will be sometime this month. I did not set a time yet, but as soon as I set a time, I will have a notice in the members, in the community tab. Hi to everyone coming in. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hello. Your son is 17, officially an adult in October, so no need to censor him. Okay. But yeah, this he knows we're naughty. All right. Very last idea that I came up with as to what to do with tape type yarns are any kind of accessories. It's a great way to try out different type of tape yarns, and we did talk about a lot of, like, a very big variety of yarns, tape yarns today. And they can be great for necklaces and like statement earrings, belts, you know, different kind of accessories like that. If you make a summer hat, you can make like a nice embellishment to go around it, like a small belt or something on your summer hat from a different tape yarn, which is really cool. Also in this category, in the accessories category, come in all the leather type yarns, which are also a type of tape yarn. And they fall into this category, and they make beautiful scarves with a lot of texture, and they make very flashy, eye-catching items. So leather yarns, definitely. They will be great for statement necklaces, very big earrings, very airy, light scarves, very big lacy shawls. And they are, of course, a type of tape yarn. So you can get leather yarn from Ice Yarns, which is just very simply named leather, or something like gingham from Barocco, or the Japanese leather tape yarn from Aura, which is another company that I would really much like to introduce you to today. So let me just very quickly put up their website. They are they are called Aura Fabulous Fibers, and they are an Australian yarn company, but they ship worldwide. And as you can see, they have different kind of very interesting yarns, earth-friendly yarns, recycled yarns, sustainable fibers, and a lot of interesting constructions. So I wanted to, the one I wanted to show you is, sorry, where is it? Was it this one? No. Excuse me. There must be a search here. Letter. Yes, the Japanese leather yarn. That's what it looks like. Here it is up close. Look how interesting the texture is. I just love it. First of all, I fell in love with this website, this Aura website, with all the different interesting yarns that they have. I spent hours just looking through their collection and eyeing different yarns. It's a really shame that I'm not ordering any yarn right now, because there's just no point in me ordering any new yarn before I move to my new place. But once I move to my new place, I will definitely be ordering from them and doing some kind of reviews on their yarns, because they are amazing. They also come in different color ones. So the one that we saw before was a solid color, and here you have two different colors in the same yarn. So this is called the Japanese leather tape yarn, and the company is Aura. And this is exactly the kind of yarn to experiment with in lacy open mesh scarves and shawls. It is a tape yarn construction, but it will give you so much drape and so much texture with just the simplest stitches. So really, really interesting. Something I would very much love to try. He recognizes me. He no longer shocked. That is awesome. That is awesome. Hi, Lori's son. Does not look like a yarn you want to snag though. No, this is like accessory kind of yarn. This will make beautiful scarves, shawls. It will be great for belts and jewelry as well. I need that yarn too. Can you order and mail to your mom? I could, but it would be easier if I just, order while I'm there. Because, I mean, the time that it will take to get me is the same. Hi, Fiona. Welcome in. Okay, so yeah, that was Aura, and yes, someone said it reminds them of Darn Good Yarn. So yes, definitely Darn Good Yarn were the next one on the list. They also have a lot of ribbon type yarns. Theirs is mostly recycled silk or recycled sari silk yarns, but also they have those hanks of multicolored ribbon type yarns, and they make beautiful jewelry. I've seen people make necklaces out of them. I've seen people make necklaces and even put beads in there, and they make really interesting statement pieces as well. So as I've said, all the links to all the companies are in the description box below. And if you go to the blog post, which again, the link to the blog post is in the description box below. And if you go to the blog post, you can press on the names of the yarns, and then you will have direct links to the yarn itself that I showed. So not in the description box of the video, there's just links to the companies that I've mentioned, but in the blog post is actually links to the exact yarns that I mentioned and showed. So if you were looking at a specific yarn that was interesting to you, you can just go directly there. Is in a video game tournament and they have just as much. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Okay, so I have said everything I have to say, or I had to say, about tape yarns today. I hope that you guys found it interesting and useful. Don't forget the giveaway for today. Come back to the video and comment down below and let me know, after we talked about tape yarns and all the different things you can make with them, what would you most like to use tape yarn for right now, or which idea has inspired you the most to go and create something. And you know, if you were wary of using tape yarns before, would it be easier for you to come up with a project now, or would you now like to buy tape yarn and try them out? And don't forget that the prize, we will draw a winner next week on Yarniversity, and the prize will be these set of yarn needles that are perfect for ribbon yarn, and of course the 2 spools of the Jersey Be Good from Wool and the Gang in those 2 beautiful colors, which I think will make a very nice project together. If you combine them together in one project, you can probably make a very nice rug, very good size rug. So I hope that you will use them, and of course I hope that you will show them to us once they are done. I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm glad you guys all found it informative and interesting. You already know you want to make some tank tops. Send me the jersey. If you are a member of the channel and you missed the last members live in March, go rewatch it. The pattern is in there for that hat. Go make the hat, and you still have time until the 22nd of April to either send me a picture of your finished item or post it on either our Facebook group or on Instagram using the members only project hashtag and JayWho Crochet, and tag me so that I can see it. And on our next members only live, we will draw a winner for that. I mentioned at the beginning of today's live that I restocked the yarn surprise bags on the Etsy shop, that the yarn club for April, the listing for April is on the Etsy shop. I mentioned that there is currently a sale on the Etsy shop on all hand dyed yarn and all stitch markers. And I have mentioned that I had to choose a new winner from last week's Yarniversity, and the new winner is Sylvia Helmer. I didn't see her here today, but Sylvia, if you are watching the replay, don't forget to contact me. My link is in the description box below, and claim your prize. And if you guys go on other live chats across YouTube and come across Sylvia Helmer, please tell her to come and check what she has won. Great. I'm glad you all enjoyed it and found it interesting. Yeah, exactly, Alice. That's what I ask myself every single week. Hello, Deborah. Yes, time definitely flies. Dee says, shameless plug, I started my new channel. Dee, is it this? Is it that name? Or did you start another one? Okay, so thank you all very, very much for being here today and for watching and for spending 2 hours with me. I hope that you all got a lot of inspiration and will go craft something new right away because you have nothing to do in your life, right? And yeah, right now I'm so busy that I cannot promise any videos, but there will definitely be a Yarniversity next week on Sunday. Kim, if you're still here, don't forget to email me. Let's get that live together. It will be a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you all very, very much for joining today. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up for the video. If you want to join the membership program, hit the join button down below. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Join us next week on Yarniversity. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and an amazing week. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!